is still a lot of money in loans. You know, I don't want it to get to the point where like I become like isolated. I'm terrified at how much information that I'll have to process every single day and how many hours I'll have to study. Hey everybody, my name is Julian and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Julian to the MD. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I'm actually terrified to be starting medical school in just a week. And you know, I'm all about positivity. I want this page to be full of positivity, positive videos, positive vibes, all of that. But I also want my page to be, you know, truthful, genuine, and transparent. And so part of that is, you know, sharing the not so good things about, you know, going to medical school, going through medical school and becoming a physician. And so just gonna be not kind of ranting today, honestly, just about like, you know, my fears of, you know, starting medical school and, you know, everything that comes with that. I mean, if you're starting medical school soon, or, you know, we'll be going to medical school in a few years, you know, let's kind of like talk this out together. Let's, you know, try to identify with each other's feelings. And so the first thing that I'm just like terrified about are the loans, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure probably most of us that are taking out loans are afraid of them, especially because I'm an out-of-state student the first year, and so that takes my loans up even higher. Even though I got a scholarship, it's still a lot of money in loans, and so, you know, I've been kind of like trying to work through that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm at peace with the fact that, you know, I will eventually be able to pay those loans off, of course, but it's just the fact that I didn't take out loans for college, and so this is like something new for me, and it's a lot of money. But yeah, I don't want it to impact me to where, you know, I'm just like being so cheap that I'm not really enjoying myself, not like eating foods that I like, you know, going out for entertainment, going out to like the club and things like that, you know, of course after tests, you know, the free time that I do have. And so yeah, you know, I'm worried about money. I mean, it'll be okay because people have done it before, but you know, that doesn't take the stress away. No matter how many times people say, oh yeah, you'll be able to pay it off, you know, it still doesn't like really help that much. But yeah, that's the first thing that I'm really, you know, scared about. And so the second thing that I'm kind of like nervous about is just like my social life, because I'm the type of person, you know, when it comes to my education, like I'm on it. Like I'm always like I'm on it. And so I don't want it to get to the point where like my social life starts to suffer for like long periods of time. Like I'm sure that there'll be points, maybe like a few days or like, you know, maybe a week or two, you know, here and there, where of course like I won't really be able to like go out, see that many people outside of, you know, my classmates studying, and all of that, and of course like family and close friends and people that I'm just close with in general. But you know, I don't want it to get to the point where like I become like isolated, because that happened during college, during my junior year, which I mean, I was going through other things as well, but the academics was like the big part. And so I don't want that to happen again, because that only makes being in school worse. And, you know, it's already going to be tough. So, you know, we really don't need, you know, extra things piling on top of each other to, you know, make all that worse. And so, you know, my social life is something I'm definitely going to have to like pay like close attention to and make sure I'm being like intentional with, you know, how I move and how I make decisions when it comes to, you know, making sacrifices for, you know, school and academics. And so at least I'm mindful of it. So hopefully, you know, I can, you know, not go through, you know, anything negative in terms of, you know, my social life. Like, I don't know how I didn't start with this, but academics, like I'm terrified of the workload. Now, high school to college was, of course, a transition that I had to adjust to, that many of us had to adjust to. But, you know, in my eyes, it was doable, you know, especially freshman year, because you start off with those like lower level classes. And so it wasn't, I don't think, that hard of a transition. At times it was, but, you know, overall, I don't think it was like just like jumping from here to all the way here. But with the medical school, and this is all based off of the stories I've heard, because obviously, you know, I haven't gone through it myself, and so I can't really, you know, make a complete judgment. But based off the stories I've heard and watching other YouTubers, and seeing my syllabi, Yeah, I'm terrified at how much information that I'll have to process every single day, and how many hours I'll have to study. And just, you know, the mere amount of information that I'll have to like process every single day and remember for tests and for, you know, the big test, step 1, step 2, and step 3. And so, and also applying it to, you know, the clinical rotations. And so, you know, that's probably my biggest worry right now. You know, I know that I can do it. I don't want to say I think, because I almost said I think. I know that I can do it. And of course you all can do it too, because, you know, we all made to med school for a reason. But, you know, I think it's a real concern for many people. But, you know, I mean, what can I do? I'm already here, so I'm already here. So it's like, you know, I'll get through it. We'll get through it. And yeah, that's my third concern. And, you know, while I might have many other concerns, because I really do, I don't want to make this video too long, but I think the last one that I want to talk about today is being burned out just from everything. You know, I just moved to this city, a new city that I hadn't been to previously. I'm starting a new school. I have to make new friends. In medical school, you know, have to take many tests throughout the year, study a lot and all of that. So I'm paying bills now. It's just a lot going on, and I don't want to get to the point where like I get too stressed and too burned out that, you know, it starts to impact my academics and impact my social life and all these things. And so again, I think it goes back to that point about being mindful. I definitely have to, you know, be mindful of how it's impacting me, and make sure that, you know, what I get help when I need it, or even before I need it, whether you know, it doesn't even have to be mental help, you know, but that as well. But also, you know, getting like academic help. You know, previously I wasn't the type of person to go to tutors, because I don't know, it made me feel like I wasn't good enough or smart enough, which you know, I've gotten past that. But, you know, going to tutors, you know, just like regularly, just to get regular help. Counseling, just so that I can like talk through issues before they get bad, or, you know, go a step further. You know, just getting mentorship from those who have gone through this process, because, you know, they can offer me, you know, some like more like direct help for this field and going through medical school. And so, you know, I definitely will, you know, be mindful and stay mindful, and, you know, just like have mental talks with myself, you know, very, very commonly, very often, just so that I won't get burnt out. And so I think that's something y'all should try as well. Let me know how that goes. But yeah, I won't, you know, share any more else in this video. I'll let that be that. I know my tone was kind of like, you know, low, and if you know me, like, don't think, you know, I'm okay. I'm just, you know, I'm just working through my feelings right now. And of course, like, if I'm talking about things that stress me, I'm not going to be smiling the whole time. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. You know, if you have some concerns about medical school, definitely feel free to drop them down below. You know, we can just talk about it and talk through our feelings together. We can be a support system for each other. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Please check out my other videos. You know, I'm going to be sharing vlogs, my white coat ceremony, day in the life videos, when I start to go into the clinical videos. And yeah, I appreciate it, and I will see y'all later. Peace out.